Hey everybody! Welcome to another one of Chris's beer reviews. I got an amazing beer here for you today. I have had this before. I bought a 6-pack of it with the intent of saving one for a review, and let's just say I decided to buy another one because I couldn't, stop drinking the 6-pack. So it's a really good stout. What I'm going to be showing you today is the St-Ambroise, do I got it? Oatmeal Stout. It is from Montreal, Quebec, so I'm assuming Ambrose is pronounced Ambroise. I'm sorry, I got a not very good with the French accent there. One thing that I like about this is it being an oatmeal stout. It's one of those beers, it has a hoppy taste to it. Now, it's funny because a lot of people that I know personally aren't really a big fan of hops, but I've come to terms with something. I can actually completely ignore the taste of the hops in a beer, and I can get all the other flavors out of the beer that, that people would be looking for. So do me a favor, if you're gonna try a hoppy beer for the first time and you don't even know if you're gonna like the hops, if you taste that hops, ignore it. Put it in the back of your mind. Look for the other flavors, and you'll be blown away by how many different flavors are going to be coming out of the beer. All right, so oatmeal stout. Here goes. Pop it up. Oh yeah, St-Ambroise McGoslin Brewery from Montreal, Quebec. It's a 5% beer. It's 350 milliliters. Let me just confirm that. 341. Now, I just pulled this out of the box, but I grabbed it from the chilled section of the LCBO, so it's going to be cold. I'm going to show you the cap here. Pretty cool cap. Oh, focus. Focus. Another cap that I'm going to be saving today. The only other time I've had a St-Ambroise beer was when I actually saved it, when I tried this vintage 2010 St-Ambroise beer. I was really hoping that I was going to like it, but I wasn't, a huge fan. It was good, but it wasn't spectacular. This is my pride and joy. I actually could say this is one of my favorite beers. So, let's get cracking. I'm going to open it up for you. Before I do that, I'm going to introduce one of my new glasses that I got from a wonderful holiday gift pack that I bought for Samuel Smith. So that would be a Samuel Smith pint glass. To my surprise, out of all the beer reviews I've ever had, this is going to be the first one I can actually twist off. Would you look at that? Alright, so let's look for the wonderful pour. Oh, look at it smoking out of the bottle there. Oh, this is going to be beautiful. This beer is completely black, but it has an amazing, soft, tanned head. Just the sight of it is absolutely delicious. So what do you know? I'm going to go in for the taste. Oh, this is a beautiful, beautiful beer. You get the roasted malts taste in there. You get the hoppy taste. You get this little bit of you get kind of like, it has a little bit of a bitter taste to it. I would relate that to some form of I don't know. I guess I would say it actually has kind of like a coffee taste to it, which is really weird. Now, I've had this beer before, but I'm going to continue to try to do this. I'm going to be going in blind, and then I'm going to read the specs for the beer after, so that we know, if I missed anything, maybe there's something in there you guys can find. I would love to consider this a gateway stout beer, but I can see why some people that don't like hops would find this, little too strong of a taste when it comes to the hops. I love it. Now I've opened this a whole bunch of times, smelled this a whole bunch of times. I've never really been able to get a smell from it. That's why I didn't mention anything about the aromas. But the taste is phenomenal. Well, got your standard lace, things that I've been dealing with lately. Now, this is a really dark beer. You can't really see any carbonation, but for once I actually feel a little bit of carbonation when I'm drinking it. It has a very smooth body with a bit of a bite to it. I don't know if that makes much sense, but that's what the carbonation is doing. Yeah, you know what? We got some playful lace going on here. It just keeps on wrapping its way around the top of the glass. Just the way I like it. Now, if you don't like hoppy beers, I don't recommend going out and buying a whole freaking 6-pack for it. It was like 12 something, 13 something bucks. I'll throw once again the price down on the description down below. So if you're curious, you can always give it a shot. I did fortunately see a single beer of this on sale in the assorted section at the beer store, or sorry, at the LCBO, and I once again bought that with the intent of drinking it in the review, but I drank it again because it was so good. So yeah, this is something I'd give like a 4 out of 5. Like any beer that I consider to be like one of my favorite beers has got to be at least a 4 out of 5. Now, the next time I do a beer review, I'm going to introduce a little special guest. A little kitty that's been crawling around behind me on the camera through many, many of my videos. I'm going to finally introduce that special guest. I don't think she'll be doing much talking, but look at that. How often do you finish with a head? That's what I'm dealing with here. And the head even tastes good. Okay. Enough of the drinking, enough of the smelling. I'm going to read some stuff for you that I think that might be important to you. So this is the main information behind this oatmeal stout. This is the stuff that you need to look out for. At the World Beer Championship in 1994, the St-Ambroise Oatmeal Stout received the second highest rating of over 200 beers in the competition, and it won one of only 9 platinum medals awarded. Brewed from 40% dark malts, roasted barley, this intensely black ale carries strong hints of espresso and chocolate. Oh, well, I picked up on the coffee. You know what, that roasted coffee taste, I never once thought that it was like espresso. I just reviewed an espresso beer lately from Dark Star. I'm sorry, Dark Star, but this one's got me here. It's my new pride and joy. Anyway, oatmeal contributes body and a long-lasting mocha-colored head to this well-hopped beer. So give it a try. This is a great beer. I love it. It is one of my personal favorites. I could bring this to a 6-pack to a party, and I wouldn't have any problems. I could down it. So yeah, for all those who are interested in this beer, just you know, give it a try. Let me know. Throw me some comments. Let me know if you agree with anything that I'm saying here, disagree, and I'm all ears. So until then, drink responsibly and don't drink and drive.